Hey guys, this is gonna be more of almost rant video. I was gonna make it a weight loss vlog, but it's not quite right for that. Hide that out. So I went to the doctor today, to a brand new doctor, an orthopedist, because my endocrinologist, thyroid doctor, for those of you who don't know what that is, basically he sent me to this guy, and I wait in the waiting room and fill out their paperwork, because this was my first appointment with them. And first, the lady is like not listening to me about, okay, I had to write my medicines down, and I'm going, I have way too much to be on there, and you need to ask me, because I brought my bag of medication. Well, she just hands me back the paper and says, go fill them out. So literally I sit there going through my medications and writing down what each one is, its milligrams, so on and so forth, and then hand her back the paper. Well, about 10 minutes after that, they call me in, so I go in, and, I'm shown to a room. The assistant nurse, I'm not sure what you call them, but, they're wearing scrubs, and they're kind of asking you the pre-doctor questions, really quickly. So, she does that. She leaves the room after she says that the doctor would be in shortly. And so I wait in the room for about another 10 minutes, and then the doctor actually shows up, introduces himself, the whole thing, and, he basically asks, well, what are you here for? And I have to go through the story of how things started 7 years ago that brought all of this stuff on. And, he listened for a while, and or at least it seemed like he was listening for a while. And, as soon as I mentioned kind of where, what my pains feels like, where it is, that kind of stuff, he's like, all right, we're going to do x-rays. Get up and come with me. And I was like, what? We're doing x-rays, because usually when I get told I have to do x-rays, it's not that day, it's not in the same doctor's office. I usually have to go to some imaging place to get it done, and then go see the doctor again at some other point in time. However, this time, this guy was like, nope, you're getting your x-rays now. So I went to the area that I had to wait in just for that, which was a corner end of the hallway, so it wasn't demanding or full or anything like that. So I do the x-rays, we go back into another room, I go back into another room, and, they pull up the x-rays on the laptop for, the pictures that they took, and, the doctor's looking through them, and, they're, for the most part, there's nothing there. And then he notices one part hadn't been done, so I had to go back to the x-ray area, and they did the x-ray on that final spot, and then I had to go back into the room and, wait for a little bit. Doctor shows up, looks at those, and he's just kind of like, okay. So he asked me what doctor referred me to him. I told him it was my endocrinologist, because it was. And, he tells me, he's just like, I don't see anything wrong. There's nothing wrong that I can see. However, we will do an MRI just to be certain. And, this is when the a-hole side of this man came out. I asked him, I was like, I deal with swelling in my legs. So I told him, I was like, could the back be a reason why I'm getting that? Or, is there some other cause? Like, I don't know. I have a pulmonary doctor who, is checking that out. But I thought, okay, I need to tell the guy anyway and ask him. And he's like, no, it pretty much comes from not moving enough, eating wrong, and being very overweight, which you are. And, if I can't find anything wrong with you, you need to go back to your endocrinologist and have him treat your thyroid, because, not only have him treat your thyroid, but get you on a diet plan. And I'm just kind of sitting there and I'm going, I had so much hope that here was this doctor who was like fast paced. He was, he was fast to take care of me and take care of what's apparently wrong. And now he's just like every other doctor, telling me it's either my thyroid or I'm not doing enough to lose my weight. Guys, I exercise every day. I lift weights every day. And, I'm still overweight. This didn't happen in one day. So it's not going to take one day to go away. I don't know what's wrong with my thyroid. I don't know why it's behaving the way that it is. And part of me is like, why don't you just take the dang thing out? I'll be stuck on the medication no matter what for the rest of my life. So honestly, what harm could it do to take it out if it's what's causing my problem? And they're just like, no, you'll feel worse if we do that. Plus, the insurance won't cover it unless it's like killing you. And in my head, I'm going, eventually this thing is going to kill me, because it's making it impossible for me to lose the weight. I can gain 5 pounds by looking at a cake instead of actually eating it, and I eat right. I get in my liquids for the day. I'm moving around a lot, and I'm like, I've got apps on my phone to prove it. They count your steps and everything, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, what more am I supposed to do? Like, honestly, if I knew what I could do, I'd be doing it. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, well, I have done everything, and having not actually done it. Like, I have done it. And it's like, I do the portion size. I make sure that things, are done well. And it just like, I admit there's a lot of nights where my dad has to bring something home because I can't move well enough to make anything. I'll admit that. And yeah, do we eat right on those nights? Hardly. And am I ashamed of that? Absolutely. I wish that it wasn't like that. I wish that I could constantly be able to make the healthy dinners that I'm able to make and, get myself and my dad healthy. I'm trying to do this as best I can, and it's just, I have no clue. I have no clue what to do. I'm tired of every doctor saying, oh, you're sick because you're fat. You feel this because you're fat. You're on all these medications because you're fat. It's always because I'm fat. It doesn't matter what the cause of me being overweight is. It doesn't matter. They're like, even if it's your thyroid, you're still fat. Like, the majority of this is still your fault. And it's like, they don't want to help. They look at you and they go, oh boy. And I've had that reaction before. They look at me and they're just like, oh dear word, what now? And yeah, weight's the first and last thing that comes out of their mouth is like, you need to lose weight. Because you're killing yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Again, for the most part, sometimes it doesn't always work out. But for the most part, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm following the orders of all my different doctors. And I'm like, if something's not working right, it's because you guys won't talk to each other. You all have some pride stick up your butt. And you know what? I don't care if you're, like, not caring about the situation. At least treat the problem and move on. It's like, I don't know who bit you in the butt, but this is not okay. And, like, you have a patient who's trying to get help. They're not trying to be a pill pusher or a pill popper, as it were. I don't do that. I literally am going, I take a freaking full bag of medication every day, and I don't want to. I despise and hate the fact that I have to take that every single day. Because there's at least 15 pills per dosage that I have to take in the morning, and then there's probably 20 at night. It is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to be on all that medication and then be told, oh, by the way, it's your fault that you don't feel good. You're not trying hard enough. You're not doing what we're telling you to do. So we're not going to help you until you do. And I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Do I go to another doctor that's further away to hear the same crap? I don't know. I really, really don't know. And it frustrates me to the point where I'm like, screw you all. I'm going to have to go find natural ways of treating this because you all aren't helping me. And that's really pathetic. That's really sad that you won't help someone because you think they're too big. I'm 250 pounds. I am aware that on a 5'2" body, that looks really big. Believe me, I know the size of my clothes. I know that I am not a small person and may never be. But I can tell you right now, my weight is not the problem. It is not the problem. And I pray that none of you out there are dealing with this, at least this same situation. Because if you are, I am so sorry. Unbelievably sorry. And I wish you the best of luck. And just know that you're not alone in this at all. It's taking everything I have not to cry and scream right now. So, I needed to let you guys know that. And just kind of needed to let it out. So, thank you for listening if you did. And I'll see you next time. Bye.